Okay. All right. We are back. Hey guys, what's up? This is Marzette coming at you with another episode of The Gifted and Insane. This one is probably going to be another quick one that I just want to lay on you guys. We are going to talk about how we should not be fearing ourselves into failure. That's right. Using fear to keep ourselves stagnant, using fear to cement our feet to the ground. They say that all who wander are not lost, but there are some people that are lost while standing still, especially those of us who suffer from analysis paralysis, which is another form of fear in disguise. Because you want to look at every angle, you want to look at every possibility, everything that could happen, every last scenario. Every last scenario, it may or may not happen. But life is a gamble, and you have to take that chance. You have to get that little nudge from something or someone to get you going, to get you out of that stagnation, to keep your feet from being glued underneath you. Now, we all know all moves are not good moves, but we have to see the results to find that out, right? Or we can use common sense in certain instances, learn from our past, but we have to keep moving. We are not designed for stagnation. And recently, I just learned that this is what they mean by being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because stagnation can disguise itself as comfort. And when we get comfortable and we get to an environment where everything is supposedly okay, then we stop growing. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you have, I don't know, gone away to college when you were younger and then come back to your old neighborhood and you still see those people that you left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years behind? That's because it's stagnation. Now, I'm not putting those people down. I'm not making light of them or making fun of them or whatever. But you could use them as a gauge to figure out how much you have grown. Again, it's not their fault. It's they're in this environment where they're stagnant. But you saw the light. I'm not saying that college is always the way. Experience and education, whether it's in an institution or it's from the streets or it's just from you working or being in a good environment or being in a good circle, you could tell that you have grown. Sometimes we can use people as a unit of measure. Unfortunately, they show us where we used to be. Well, I guess that's fortunately they show us where we used to be, but unfortunately, it feels like you left them behind. So we have to not fear that growth. We have to not fear moving forward. And those of us like yours truly that's been through a lot and had a lot of things happen to them, it's easy to fall into that. It's easy to fear myself into failure. I also recently learned that my fear disguised itself as different things or played a Wizard of Oz type of role, being in the shadows behind the curtain and secretly influencing, I want to say, some decisions that I make. Here, I'm thinking that, hey, I'm growing, I'm doing my personal development, I'm doing my self care, I'm growing as a person, I'm recognizing my strength, I'm recognizing that I am a better person from the inside out. And there was still that fear playing like Geppetto in the back, pulling strings and making moves and freezing me in place in certain areas, which caused stagnation, which led to frustration. And then that just snowballs down to something bigger. We have to understand that when we have these underlying things, we have to dig them up. And that's the only way we can recognize how to defeat these things. We're not all perfect. We're never going to be perfect. We can be excellent. And that's what I understand about any and everybody. And excellence, we have hard lessons. We make mistakes to become excellent. We've learned from our mistakes to be excellent. So don't fear yourself into failure. And again, you could be a big, brave dude, an awesome lady, whatever. You guys can face things down the way you're supposed to. But we all have these underlying things that we need to sit back and reflect on and make sure that we can dig them up and eradicate them so we can kind of clean our lives up from the inside Because if we don't get right between the ears, our outside world's not going to be right. Trust me, I speak from experience. So, you guys, let me know what you think about this quick one. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm here. I'm thinking about you. Got your back. You guys stay up, be safe. Hit me up, giftedandinsane@gmail.com, Zetwill88 on Instagram. And if you guys got my personal plug, you guys know you can hit me up, and I'm always here. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Marzette from the Gifted and Insane. You guys take care, stay up, and be safe, okay? All right, man. Peace.